Hello, I'm Donna Arnold and I'm the Story Hunter. Today I've got another interesting story. It's about a man who scored a free trip from the UK to Australia in 1812. How did he do that? Well, we'll find out exactly what he did to get that free trip. Now, just a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm the story hunter. I just love researching ancestors, finding out where they come from, what town they lived in. The information just comes to you in bits and pieces. It's like doing a treasure hunt, like when you watch those movies with the pirates. They don't just turn up one day and then find it. They've got this map and you get twists and turns and they come to dead ends, and they've got to sort out and filter whether this information is correct so they can move on to the next step. This is how looking for the ancestors reminds me exactly the same thing. I love watching the show on TV. Who do you think you are? It's not about me, but it's just about finding your ancestors and what they did and how it all came about. It's just really, really interesting. So this is what I can do. I do this for you as well if you wish. If you're just stuck, can't get any further and just thought it was all too hard and just put it down, maybe it's just a little help you need just to keep going, because it is your journey. So that's the sort of thing I can do. Or if you just want to get started and you don't know how to start, I can help you with that as well. Once again, it's your journey. So I'd love to help you. Facebook, just send me a message or just comment, whatever. We can get in touch and we can see how I can help you. Anyway, about this man who got the free trip to Australia. Now, back in 1810, he was actually caught stealing sheep. Now, that actually could have been a death sentence, but he was reprieved and given life. And of course, he got sent off to Australia, arriving in 1812, where he was made the responsibility of a single young lady who had a property out Windsor Way, west of Sydney, in that area there. So she was responsible and made sure that he did his hard work and all the things that he was supposed to. And of course, come in and sign in and whatever. 12 months later, Sarah Rose, did I mention her name? Sarah Rose and Henry Boswaite was his name, were married. Fancy that. Anyway, another couple of years later, he was actually pardoned. So obviously Sarah was a good influence on him. And from there, they actually spent quite a few years raising their children and working on their property. He eventually became a bit of a pillar of society, because by 1819, he was selling his grain to the colony. So he really established himself. And then another few years, probably in the 1828, something like that, he was actually granted, or they were granted, 115 acres went onto the Hawkesbury River. So because they were very entrepreneurial, they actually worked hard with their wheat and grain and other items on their farm, and he decided to build a mill. So that mill stood in Wilberforce, I think it was near, on the river, for approximately 70 years before it was pulled down. So as you can see, because he's a man, a big landowner and a mill operator, he was a pillar of society. So he's gone from convict in the UK to having one of the best things for him. So he also there's this little street named after him, Buttsworth Lane. Of course, there are family members that are still there because there are businesses with the name Buttsworth as well. So he then just continued on and remained a pillar of society, shall I say, and passed away at the age of around 70. This man is actually my 4 times great-grandfather. So, like I want to do, I think I will be heading down to Wilberforce and having a look around and trying to get a feel of what it was like for my 4-time great-grandparents back then. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed that story. If you're still with me, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time on The Story Hunter. Thanks. Bye.